Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Crime Bulletin. Please watch carefully. Your input could help solve a crime. 2008 was a shocking year for animal cruelty in Queensland. Topping the list, a puppy named Peanuts was killed in Mackay in what's described as one of the most horrific cases in Australia. Those in the hospitality industry say the development is good news for customers. They believe it will boost competition in the area by giving consumers a greater range to choose from. It's local businesses who are suffering the most. Many of them are struggling due to the closure of the old resort. Now they're just begging someone will take action. Works to fix Rockhampton's road started in February, just after the floods. It's now hoped with the extra funding they'll be as good as new by Easter, but Emerald's not so lucky. Another case of animal abuse to rock Queensland. Police allege on Friday night a 23-year-old man was at a North Rockhampton residence, stole 2 puppies from the home and killed them at another house in Pot Street.
Victim and the offender were known to each other.
Police were today unable to comment on how the puppies were killed, but RSPCA Inspector Shane Towers-Hammond says the case is shocking.
The information I've received is it was a horrific situation for any animal to have to go through, and may I say, on those sort of things, RSPCA are assisting police in this matter.
He's been charged with charges related to the theft of the dogs and also in relation to the inhumane killing of those dogs.
The man will appear in Rockhampton Magistrates Court later this month.
A maximum penalty in this particular case would be up to $100,000 on each individual charge or 2 years imprisonment.
2008 was a shocking year for animal cruelty in Queensland. Topping the list, a puppy named Peanuts was killed in Mackay in what's described as one of the most horrific cases in Australia.
There's no reasonable excuse in my book to be cruel to any animal, whether that be not giving enough food or water, or whether that's striking an animal. There's no need for it. Animals feel pain like anyone else.
Casey Devin, Win News. Many locals say today's meeting should have happened months ago.
There was a mistake on our part for not coming out to the public earlier.
Finally, members of the local business community were able to see firsthand the multi-billion-dollar development planned for Great Keppel Island.
The level of support is overwhelming. You know, we're talking about 2,200 jobs, a $2.6 billion project, the biggest tourism project ever proposed in central Queensland, and $150 million a year being pumped into the local economy.
The project would have built a world-class, environmentally friendly resort on land zoned for comprehensive development. It was knocked back by the state government last month, rejecting the development to keep the land for conservation. Tower Holdings says the decision is proof investment in central Queensland has been forgotten.
Government here has not encouraged tourism development.
But locals say it's the community Tower Holdings needs to convince.
A lot of locals, their nose is out of joint because of the way they just come in heavy-handed and close the place overnight.
It's local businesses who are suffering the most. Many of them are struggling due to the closure of the old resort. Now they're just begging someone will take action.
Our loss probably down 80%, down to 20%. I'd like to see something open up there virtually as soon as possible, such as day facilities.
A little bit of short-term pain, if we were able to get our project up, the big winners here would have been local businesses.
Casey Devin, Win News. Thanks for watching. If you have any information, please call Crime Stoppers or your local police, and stay tuned for next week's edition of Crime Bulletin.